Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better day. Just know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. Your energy. That's right. Only you can make the change. Share your energy. Shine so bright from darkness to light. From darkness to light. Yeah. And you'll find your way out. Oh, it won't seem way out. The power of God will flow through you from way out.
Welcome. This is Alchemizing Energy, and today we are going to be discussing the situation, if you don't know about it, with Nitro Camden. So what happened is that he is a streamer, and he was one of those people that streams his video games, and he'd been for 7 years trying to get up there in the streaming world, and when he would stream, he might have about one or two people watching him, just like I have about one or two people watching me right now. But somehow, on Kick, other people like saw, what he was trying to do, and they I guess they sent a bunch of subs over to his channel, just like they raided his channel, right? So I guess he got a little bit too excited about the raid, and his mom got pissed because I guess it was past 10 o'clock. He's 18 years old. He's supposed to be he's 18 years old, but he's in high school. She got upset. She's a teacher, and she's like, she runs a strict program. So she kind of went off on him and was like, you know what? Just because you made all that noise, I'm unplugging everything. You got to get up out of my house. So let's see the actual things that ensue. So it's interesting, this whole story. So first of all, I want to ask, do you guys think this is right? And do you think that mothers at sometimes can be a bit overbearing when it comes to their young children? Like trying to enforce so hard. Let's go.
I would hate to have to call the police on you. Go ahead. No, you're done. I'm not playing this game. It's almost midnight. Go call.
Your mama must be stopped. Mama!
Shout out to D Green with this, man. Hey.
Now,
So shouts out to D Green for the content, for the rapper. But I have other things like from TikTok even followed up this whole situation. But let's see what D Green had to say about this.
Y'all, I'm just now learning about this situation. Now, apparently, this guy, Nitro Camden, has been streaming for years. And I say this with all due respect. Nobody knew who this guy was. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody starts from somewhere, right? Like, no cap, bro. I think this guy was streaming to one live viewer until.
But yeah, he had like one or two viewers. He had like no one watching him. So I was like, oh, let's do a good deed by raiding someone. Because I
think he literally went from like one viewer to at least 10,000.
What do you mean? I just got raided with 10,000 people. Mama, you see, I don't give a fuck if it was 10 million people. If I tell you to get off, I'm getting off. But it's
no, of course, this is a life-changing experience. Now, of course, if you get all those viewers in your stream, you gotta turn up. You gotta entertain all these people. But apparently this guy, Nitro Camden, is still 18 years old and still living with his mama.
Not the mama, but listen. at what point can we kind of hold our kids back with all the rules and everything? You know, my daughter, she played video games and she streamed, you know, all the way until she, you know, went to college. You know, she was a 3.2 student. I mean, I mean, I'm not sure what his GPA is, if he was failing in school and she just had enough. I'm not sure exactly what the issue is, but the more that you unpeel the onion peel, it's really weird how the mom, it's like she's just fed up with this son. Like she just was happy to have him go. It's just really weird. So let's go. What happened?
Being completely normal. I mean, I was still living with my mom when I was 18. I mean, until I went off to college, but living with your mom at 18 is completely normal, bruh. As long as you have a plan. And as you can see, this guy Nitro Camden had a plan to be a streamer. But apparently his mama was not too fond of him making all this noise in her house.
I don't know if his plan was to be a streamer, but he was streaming, right? Here's the thing. We don't, like I said, no one knows how good of a student he was or anything like that. We just know that this situation kind of unfolded before our eyes. And I watched it when it happened, and it was kind of crazy. Like the way that, you know, it was just like she just was on some get out, you know. And I think that we make it too regular to kick our children out at 18. And she just was like, you're 18, get out, you know, without no plan, nothing. She just was just straight on, so just get out, you know. And I'm like, why? Because he made some noise in the house. And really what she did was illegal, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Stay tuned.
And she literally violated him. Mama! For making too much noise. Shut up! Now, I'm not going to actually play the full video of his mama hitting him.
She actually grabbed his face, and I think she bit him in the face. I mean, she just went too overboard with it, you know? She kind of grabbed him right in his face, got it in his face. I mean, it was like, what is really going on here? You know, and then his brother was sticking up for the mom, like, you know, go ahead and go, bro. But the brother is older than Cam. Than Nitro is, and he lived with the mom, but she's attacking him. So I don't know whether she just don't like his baby daddy or what. But you're gonna hear more about that as we go.
Because
on.
I mean, y'all know how YouTube is with me. They'll take my video down for anything. But I mean, most of y'all seen the video. His mom was literally hitting him in the back of the head, bro, with literally her full strength. This wasn't just no love tap, bro. She was legitimately trying to hurt her own son. Weirdo.
Move. Go get your stuff. You gotta go. Go get your stuff. Go get your clothes and stuff. Go. And then go.
Go where though? Like where? Get your stuff and go. Right. So she's willing because he made a little bit too much noise that day to like just put him out on the street. If he would have packed his stuff and just left that night, she would have been happy. Like, okay, yeah, finally. You know, and then she cleared his bank accounts, child. She kicked him out and then took all the money out of his account. So she just wanted to set him up to have nothing. Like this is where mothers attack you guys. Let's go.
I hate to have to call the police on you.
What?
Go. You're done.
I hate to have to call the police. You're gonna call the police on a black little young man. Look at her.
Out of my room, my house, everything. This is all mine.
Bro, look how this nigga is flinching. This is how you know it is not his first time getting literally beat up by his mom, bro. He's flinching like he's legitimately scared, bro.
Get out. Get out. Get out of my house.
A grown ass fucking mother, by the way, bro. Remind you, her son didn't bring drugs in the house. He didn't commit any crime. He's literally just live streaming to make money legally.
You're not welcome anymore. Get out.
No!
Be prepared for the police to come get you. I don't think your stupid ass have to get out. You're 18, dummy. You don't have to live in my house. Great, but I'm letting you know because you're getting out at 6 o'clock tomorrow. When I wake up, you get your ass up and you're getting out. You're not finna keep blatantly disrespecting me. I told you to lay down.
Bitch, who the fuck do you think? Oh, bro, let me calm down. Let me calm down, bro.
I'm gonna say this: lay down like he's a 2-year-old. He's 18. At some point, we have to realize that our children are no longer babies anymore. My daughter, she turned 18, and it got to the point where she was wanting to go back and forth with me. And I said, "Listen, you got about 1 more month. You're gonna be in college, and you won't have to deal with me. I'm not fixing to argue with you. I'm not fixing to go back and forth with you. Just wait. Just give it some time. You're gonna have your own." And you're gonna you're gonna look back at all this stuff and be like, dang, my mom was always in my corner, right? But I would never think to go into her room and attack her on live in front of everybody, or put my hand. I don't even hit my kids. I might talk some mess, but I don't put my hands on I don't beat my children. So that's one thing I was able to say, that for 18 years. I might have scolded my daughter one time when she was probably like 5 years old. After that, I never had to do it again. I was able to reasonably talk to her, and that was it. And, she did try to push back at 18, but you know what? She's always, we've always been able to be reasonable and have a conversation with each other. You don't have to become violent and get out my house. I never told my daughter to get out my house. I knew that she had to go to college, and I said, you know what? You will be in college soon, and whatever you feel like I'm not doing, you will have every opportunity, because you will be in college. You'll be a full-fledged adult. You'll be moved out. If you want to stay out, you could do that. But I will always have my door open for you because I love you. But if you feel like my rules are too much, I'm not fixing to push you out. You just wait. You got like 2 more months. Just do a countdown. But to do this, and he still got 1 more year in high school. That's sabotage. That's sabotage, bro. Watch this.
Bro, oh my gosh. I don't even know how this guy Nitro was living here for this long, bro. I understand you probably don't got that many funds, but I would have been moved out if my mom was moving like this, bro. Man, everything happens for a reason.
This is what you do every other time. You try to act like you don't break rules, but you do this every other time. I walk past the room and I'm like, why is the light still on?
This nigga can't use electricity? Mama! Oh, nah, bro.
You know what? I'm going to just say the biggest thing is that he has the light on. I know people back in the day that was out selling dope at that age. At 15, back in the day when I was growing up in the 1990s and 80s, it was kids his age that was straight up drug kingpins. Going to prison for life. 15-year bids, armed robbery. He's just streaming on his he's just streaming. I come back past the door and the light's still on. At least you know he's there. You walk in the room, he's still there. He's not watching corn. He's up there just trying to streaming some video games. Big deal. And you want to kick him out because he's streaming, and then she's not even excited about the fact, okay, I got 10,000. Well, you know what, son? I know you've been working at this for a long time. Go on ahead. I'll give you like 15 more minutes. Say goodbye to your people. Make sure they subscribe. None of that. It was just straight up. She's began to manhandle him and fight him and everything like that. That is going to be a terrible core moment, because what happened is that he ended up moving out. And, she didn't just stop there. She got a restraining order on him. He can't go to the school that he goes to. She disenrolled him from high school. All type just went 8-ish. But there's another child that's in there that was told her, listen, don't put your hands on me. Talk to her reckless. She ain't say nothing. But this young man, she got all the smoke for her. Let's go.
Oh, she got her own son living like a slave.
I'm exercising. Well, you should have been did that. Bedtime. Okay, cool. You're not staying. Absolutely not. Lay your ass down. Why are you saying like that? I'm a little kid. You don't have to keep saying
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
You see me in the bed.
Okay.
I want to lay down.
Okay.
You
don't have to keep babying me and lay down.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see how much baby it is once I help you pack your shit because you leaving in the morning.
Bro, this is actually sad. Like,
So because he stayed up, he had the lights on. I mean, kids do that. You tell them to go to bed, they stay up anyway. They'll have the light on underneath the covers. They try to stay up. Like, what is the big deal, bro?
some parents really don't love their own kids, bro. Like, she hates her own son. Like, this is just way past controlling, bro. Like, this is hatred.
I told you to lay down, so you don't have to lay down. Lay down. Please lay down.
She's telling her own son that's 18 years old to lay down like he's 3 years, like he's a baby. See, that's the thing. I think that a lot of time parents don't know when the baby mode is over with. She still see a baby in her eyes. Lay down, drink your bottle, lay on down. like he don't have. He's becoming a man now. You're emasculating this young boy. Lay down and all this other stuff. He's a man now. You can't treat him like he's a 3-year-old. Lay down. And if he don't want to lay down, he don't have to lay down, bro. I had to respect my daughter when she turned 18 to just say, listen, I'm not fixing to go back and forth. If you want to stay up and be dumb or whatever and miss school, that's your choice. You're 18 now. You it's up on you. I'm gonna be up at this time to take you to school. If you're not ready, I'm keeping it moving. Now I'm giving you responsibility to get up and if you want to stay up all night and be on that dang on video game streaming or whatever you're doing, okay. I'm not fixing to go up there and try to wrestle you down and beat you down. Okay, well, this is the choice that you're making to not get no sleep. I'm gonna be up at this time to take you to school. If you miss that boat, then you oversleep. That's on you. And you know what? She did what she needed to do. She made sure that she made the school every day on time. She made sure that she graduated with a 3.2 GPA. I think that we need to have more faith in our children. You don't have to overly baby these kids. These kids are smart. But anyway, so what happened is that, after all this, she just went crazy and was going to call the police on him. It just got really crazy. Let's go.
Bro, I never even seen this part. It gets worse. Y'all notice he keeps flinching because he thinks she's going to hit him again. Like, look at your mom's player build, bro. Her SpongeBob square cheeks. Bro, let me calm down, bro. I'm going to stop pausing, by the way.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Lay down.
No, lay down. Lay down. All I said was, you're not going to keep blatantly disrespecting me and think you're staying in this house.
What does she even do?
You bring absolutely no value to this house.
She said her own son is not adding any value to the household. Disgusting, bro.
You barely clean up this room. You only take out the trash when I say that it needs to be taken out. You don't do anything.
Bitch, he was just streaming to 15,000 people. Hey, my fault, bro. I'm going to stop calling your mom out of her name.
Okay.
Literally not. So lay down. It's still better than playing. You should have did that hours ago. You've been at home all day. Instead of playing video games. Like a 40-year-old in his mom's basement.
Hey, respectfully, I can tell the father is not in the picture, bro.
I'm going to say this is that, like I said, even with my daughter, she likes to play video games. And you know what? I don't look at it like you ain't doing nothing. You just playing. If that's what she enjoys doing. And listen, let him be a kid because he's about to be an adult and all that. And life is going to hit him as an adult. Like you don't let him have that last little 1 year, 18 to be a kid. Let him play his little video games. If he want to do G.I. Joe, whatever he want to do, let him do that because he's about to become an adult. Bill's going to hit. All the responsibilities of being an adult is going to hit. Why do you have to rush him into adulthood? What is the big deal? I don't understand. You know, and so she does this to her son, you know what I'm saying? I think it's sad, you know. I think it's sad. I think that parents need to chill out with this, you know, especially with their young boys. Me as a mother of two girls, I mean, I just know that there's a certain level of respect, you know, because they're coming into adulthood. You have to allow them to slowly go from childhood to adolescence into adulthood. You don't have to just slam it on them. And that's what happened to a lot of young kids back in the day, honey. The moment a child turned 17, 16, they was out there selling dope and all type of stuff. I think the neighbors think I'm selling dope. Honey, they was selling dope and giving the money to their mama. I don't know whether she was expecting him to do the same thing. I don't know, but it's crazy because she's making money off of child support and then kind of find out she took the money from that. Let's go.
Because he damn sure does not still live here, not with this woman. Understandable.
Now we need to give this guy a career.
I never had this many people in there. It matters. It's my passion.
To you,
I want
it
to
matters.
succeed in it. Okay, well then, yeah, it matters to me. So I can succeed. You don't know how long I've been training for one. You don't have to care.
If I tell you to get off
you
at a
don't care.
certain
It's
time,
okay with not caring about me. I fully
I
understand.
don't care what's in your twisted
Bro,
mind.
this is literally demonic. Like, on God, this is my first time seeing the full video. I only seen the part where she was giving him the beats. Nah, your mom is a whole demon, bro. She literally said she doesn't care about you. Like, what is your point as a mother? Like, legitimately. Like, some people don't even deserve to be called a mom, bro. All you did was give birth to him. You ain't do shit else.
Right, because
Okay,
you're still
so
not
that
listening.
doesn't add up.
It goes off of what I say the rule is. You can't just do what you
I
want to
can
do.
just say I can,
But you
realize
keep
Do you still have you see how respectful he is still to his mother though? How she's pretty much saying she doesn't care. I mean, this might have not have been the best video to like, you know, review. But do you see that even though the mom is saying, I don't care, he's still trying to speak low to her. He's doing prayer hands. He's trying to reason with her. Like, man, mom, I've been trying to do this for the longest. I finally get 10,000 people in my chat. And she just wants, it's just about control and about what she feels. And you're disrespecting me. And she just has a one-track mind. She doesn't understand how serious it is to get 10,000 people. When you've been been streaming to two people for like, you know, ages, you know, here we go.
doing it. I don't. It's not possible.
Then you
What are
just
you
said I was
gonna
make
do?
believe.
So what are you gonna do?
What you mean for the entire year? Keep doing what I've done for 7 years. It's eventually gonna work out.
Okay,
Bro, he said he been streaming for 7 years. He's finally getting his big breakthrough, bro. I don't think he ever pictured it be like this, but hey, man, your mama kicking you out might just be the biggest blessing you never seen coming.
so you have it. Oh my God, it doesn't work like that. So if you,
Definitely does. You'd be surprised.
so if I tell you to leave in the next 2 months, it's gonna be enough money for you to leave and do all of that.
I mean,
Fake sleep.
cares about me, so I mean, I don't know. Still haven't finished high school. Didn't get
Gorlock the Destroyer.
I know, because currently you're gonna make it big.
Oh, I already said I'm not.
She didn't even believe in him, you know? She didn't think that he was going to make it anywhere. So therefore, in her mind, what you going to be able to pay your rent or whatever in this time? See, this stuff happens in so many different families. Like people do not believe in their children. I believed in my babies. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I gave them everything. I gave my daughter all. If you win the video games, okay, well, here's all the video game stuff that you might need, you know? And now she wants to be a video game designer, you know? We have to support our children and not be these, like we're in a dictatorship and we're just dictating and we have no like ideal about like what their thing is. She should know that he's been doing that for a long time and he finally got 10. She should be happy for him.
Just leave.
If I tell you to leave in 2 months, you're gonna have.
Yes, bro, you better leave tomorrow.
That has nothing to do with it. I know in your twisted mind you keep thinking this. This has nothing to
okay.
do with it. I'm asking you, what are you gonna do?
He's not even out of
And
high
this
school.
mom is the same type of person that would come around asking for money after this guy blows up. Fuck out of here. I wouldn't give my mom shit. Bro, this is the perfect example of sometimes your own family is preying on your downfall. It is 2026. Streaming is gonna get you more money than any other fucking job. Now, of course, this went viral, bro. Like I said, he had about 15,000 live viewers. But I mean, everybody has been showing love to Nitro Camden since this incident.
Okay, do we raid
I
someone?
think we raid.
I think we raid someone.
Chat, who do we raid?
Kidding me?
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, man.
W raid, W Ron. Stable Renardo, he did not raid me. Stable Renardo raided me? Oh my God. I got 1,000 people in my chat.
Even the sun sets.
I have 10,000 people. I have 10,000 people in here.
There's 10 people. Fuck, it was 10 million people. You finna get kicked out when you're worried about this. Get out. Get out of my house. You're not welcome there, bro. Get out.
I hate my fucking life. You see what go chat?
Nitro Camden, kicked out of his house at 18 years old by his mother for being too loud after receiving a 15,000 view Twitch raid from Stable Ronaldo. The same people who kicked him out for being too loud is going to be the same people who going to be asking him for shit. Hey, shout out to Nitro Camden.
Yo, Cam, good luck, bro. That out.
I'm seeing if I can sneak you in my brand.
Man, so listen, after his mom did all that, he blew up. Watch this.
Showing love to Nitro Camden since this incident.
Okay, do we raid
I
someone?
think we raid.
I think we raid someone.
Chat, who do we raid?
Kidding me? Let's do it, bro. Let's do it, man.
W raid, W Ron. Stable Renardo, he did not raid me. Stable Renardo raided me? Oh my God. I got 1,000 people in my chat.
Even the sun sets.
I have 10,000 people. I have 10,000 people in here.
There's 10 people. Fuck, it was 10 million people. You finna get kicked out when you're worried about this. Get out. Get out of my house. You're not welcome there, bro. Get out.
I hate my fucking life. You see what go chat?
Nitro Camden, kicked out of his house at 18 years old by his mother for being too loud after receiving a 15,000 view Twitch raid from Stable Ronaldo. The same people who kicked him out for being too loud is going to be the same people who going to be asking him for shit. Hey, shout out to Nitro Camden, man. Keep doing your shit, gang.
I truly hope that Nitro Camden blows up from this and gets like an actual career and can leave his mother in the past. I just wish him the best.
And I just gifted 500.
Yo, who just gifted me 500 subs?
Yo, Cam, good luck, bro. That out.
I'm seeing if I can sneak you in my brand deal today. Then I'll just split that money with you.
Yeah, thank you so, bro. This is like insane. Like, this is agent, bro. This is a legendary agent.
I can do what I can to try to send him some money so he can get a hotel. Get out of that situation. Go get a temporary phone, bro. Just get something. Get out of there.
She already took my phone, so I had to buy a whole new phone.
Bro, wait, so are you good now or no?
I mean, I'm at my friend. I'm still trying to figure everything out.
Yo, I would love for you to come over to the house, bro, if you're ever free. Seriously.
Like, are you waiting for real?
Yeah, bro. What?
Yo!
Hey, bring your friend too, bro. Bring your friend too, bro. Bring your friend.
Bro, with all the love and support this guy is getting, he's going to end up being one of the biggest streamers in the world. And his mama is going to be the first one asking for money. And don't give her shit, bro.
Wow. See? Wow. So overnight in 24 hours, he made $19,000 and $782 dollars. And I don't know if he had 14,000. I don't know if she took that money. But I know she said that she went into his account and took his money. I'm not sure if that's the money she took, but she actually stole his money out of his account and admitted it online. I'm like, dang, like, do you really want this child to be down and out? Like, you when I was watching, I said, "Oh my God, could you imagine having a mother?"
Remember, you don't provide no value to that household. She can obviously never get a man, could never keep a man. She's going to be alone for the rest of her life, living in some nursing home where they barely wipe her ass.
Brought to you by the man D Green. Why am I not selling my dog D Green? Shout out to D Green, eh?
Thank you.
What, child? D Green. D Green is wild, bro.
Bro, you a good athlete, bro.
Who was your dream collab?
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say it, right? I Show Speed. That was like one of my dream.
Now, if y'all remember when I Show Speed was coming up, his mom was kind of on the same type shit. Speed's mom literally kicked him out, just like Nitro Camden. This nigga really might be the next Speed.
It's life with no passion, you gotta keep dreaming. Mama, why you here?
And so let's talk about I Show Speed, because the same exact thing happened to him. He was hitting the numbers. I think that he got like a rush of like, something happened, and then his mom didn't give a ish. You know what I'm saying? I think he had 500,000 subs, and his mom came up in there wilding. Let's go.
He was just on stream, right? And he was celebrating receiving 600,000 views, right? And then his mother walks into the room and his whole demeanor changed. Look, his whole demeanor changed. Look. He looks frightened. He looks frightened. He looks frightened. You understand? He looks scared. He looks petrified. Look at him. That is the face of fear. It's the face of fear.
Mom,
I don't give a fuck.
All right, okay, all right.
I don't give a fuck.
All right.
I'm gonna be on the recording.
Okay, all right.
Damn.
Look at him. Look at him.
And they all say the same thing. I don't give a F. I don't give a F. Why don't you give a F if this is what your child been doing and this is what they like to do? I never walked into the room with my daughter and say I don't give a F. If anything, I'm like, okay, do you need some more, Roblox or whatever you need to do, whatever you want to do that you're trying to do. Do you need any more of it? You need some more of the screen? Yeah, mom, I need the screen and whatever. And now she's in college and she's doing her thing. You gotta support your kids, bro. Like, oh my God.
Now I want you to understand something, black man. He is big here. He was huge here. Like when you look at him now, he's out of this world, out of this world famous. Everybody know him pulling in these numbers, but he was big here. So when you look at these type of numbers, does she know what he's doing? You can obviously say, well, this is working out for him. This is working out for him. Because I understand if you have children and you don't want them to be on a computer because they're doing nothing. They're just on a computer, they streaming and all that, and there's no money involved. There's not, they just helping other people get rich. I can understand that. But he's building something and it's working. It's working. See, you will have a very, very easy argument to understand if you have a daughter or a son and they're streaming and they're micro streamers or whatever it is, and it's not really doing anything for them. So you're like, hey, get your life together. Get your life together.
Even if they were the guy was a micro streamer, and just like that, boom, he turned into overnight. So that's the thing. And so therefore you can, even if they're a micro, my daughter, I'm not sure. She used to get on there and draw pictures with her friends on Discord. And I said, that's her friend group. That's what she do. She had her own birthday party on Discord and everything. I let it happen. What's the big deal? If she had, what I'm saying, she's more in touch with her friends online, let her go on ahead and be herself. But to go in there, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a F about what you doing and this, that, the other. Cut it off. I think that we could be our own kids' worst enemy sometimes.
But when you see numbers like this, you know he's going somewhere. You know he's going somewhere. And I know a lot of y'all is going to disagree with me because I'm looking at it from the aspect of what they're doing now. What they're doing now. Of course, I'm not from this world. I'm not from this world. So I don't understand it. I don't understand it. This is a different world from us at our age than what it is now. This is how the youngins is starting to look at the world. Everything is digital. Everything is about followers. Everything is about social media. And I don't rock with that. You know, I'm to go out there and get it the old school way, right? We go out there, we build businesses, you know, we go out there, we create spaces for us to make money. Whether you work in corporate or whether you have a trade, you know, that's what, but getting online and doing streams and all that. But the thing is, he's not like everybody else. He's not like everybody else. He is one of the biggest streamers in the world. Not in the United States, in the world. Top 10, easy. Top 20, he's easily in the top 10, top 20. And to see these numbers, you know he's trying to get somewhere. Now, if the mother don't want to rock with it, cool. The problem I have is her asking for money from him and wanting to be supported by him when things work out. That's the problem here. That's the problem.
Money popping up and shit. Fucking embarrass your ass.
She said, I will embarrass you. She said, I will embarrass you. She said, I will embarrass you.
In front of 600,000 people.
Why would you want to?
Why would you want to embarrass your child in front of almost 700,000 people? Why? I think these parents be jealous. They probably tried to make it in Hollywood, didn't make it. Their son got the sauce or daughter, and they want to come in, but they jealous.
Embarrass your son. Look at him. Look at his face.
Wow. That would break my heart to see my.
Look at his face.
like that.
You're not supposed to feel that way when your mother's around. You're not. You're not supposed
She
to
should be
look like
celebrating with him. Like, oh, you got 600,000.
Unless you did something wrong and you know that you in trouble. He's not out there. If he was
man back in the 90s, the dudes was making 600,000 on the streets, about to go be incarcerated. Making the money, they was making money, but honey, they was and having customers and having people follow them, but it wasn't for what this is. Playing video games and getting 600,000 people watching them, becoming a celebrity. But the mom is demonized. Like, I don't know whether we got abused by our parents so much that we don't even realize how we'll be abusive. But we need to cut this out. Any of these parents, I mean, I guess that's what happened when you don't have a father in the household to say, man, leave them alone.
The dope boy, it would have been cool. If he was a dope boy out there pitching packs, it would have been cool. If he was out there pumping poison, it would have been cool. If he was online scamming, it would have been cool. If he was out there gangbanging, it would have been cool. He's home. He's home. You know how many parents have anxiety when their children is out of the house nowadays? Even if they're adults, they just have anxiety because the world is so crazy that when their children is in the house or their children is at home, they're able to rest better. They're able to sleep better. He's at home streaming and it looks like it's working out. And you're talking about embarrassing him
in front of
that's crazy.
700,000 people.
Poor.
Mom,
I don't give a fuck.
all right, okay, all right.
I don't give a fuck.
All right,
I'm gonna be on the recording.
Okay, all right.
Damn. Money popping up and shit. Fucking embarrass your ass.
This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. That was embarrassing. I don't even want to get hyped no more. That was embarrassing. But you know what, Chad? I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood right now, man. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood right now. Not in the mood. I'm not in the mood, bro.
There's worse things.
No, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm not in the mood. I already hear my head up. I'm straight.
I'm straight too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No cussing.
Okay.
Look at him.
Emasculating.
Look at him.
Yeah, that's messed up.
This is sickening, man.
Yeah, I think
This is sickening.
that is sad. I didn't even see this before. I didn't know that this was going on like that with the mom.
This is how young black males grow up under the leadership of these Keishas. First of all, do you hear how she talking to him? You don't hear these brads growing up and their mother talking and I'm sorry. I don't care if y'all I'm not sorry. I don't care if you disagree, if you don't like, you don't hear these brads grow up or these Hectors grow up where their mothers are talking to them like some dude off the street. You don't. In that last video I did about Nitro Camden, you know how many black men was in the comment section saying that their mother treated them just the same way, talked to them like that, humiliated them like that, embarrassed them like that, discarded them, kicked them out soon as they turned 18. That's what I mean when I say when black men leave out of the matriarch, out of the rat community, because I need you to understand, black men, it's not your fault if you was raised in the rat community. That's not your fault. That's her fault. She didn't want to be under the leadership of your father. She decided to struggle, then to make a happy home, a nuclear family, a foundation with the man that she created you with. So she decided to struggle and to live in poverty just so she wouldn't have to be under.
Well, now I don't know about all that. We don't know all the backstory about the mom and I Show Speed's dad. But what I will say is that the fact that he's up here like this, he's, with his head thrown back, I would be concerned about, okay, are you okay? But let's hear what happens.
Of wanting to be a streamer and pursuing his dreams, and his pops was all for it. His pops said, go for it, I'll support you, pushed him forward. It was his mother that belittled him about.
So I Show Speed leaves his mom's house and ends up living with his dad and becomes one of the most successful streamers. I think that maybe these boys need to go and live with their father after a certain age, because I don't think I think it gets toxic in these households with the women sometimes trying to rule over the men, because we're not understanding that this man has to be a man, Hey, what's up, young Riaz? Come up and talk about this. We're talking about Nitro Camden and how his mom treated him. And then we're kind of going in I Show Speed, and it was the same thing. Like, once he became successful, here come the mom. But this is like showing an image of how he was just so distraught of his mom. You know, he might have about 700,000 people watching this stream, and here she come, cut it off. And he trying to like build it up and make some money, and she want to come in there and rule over him and not let him be and exercise who he is. You know, she want to have control. And it don't even become about like, okay, like having respect for what the young person is doing, because you don't feel like any values into that, because he's not outside selling dope. Some of you could see the money coming in right away, because we don't understand that in our older age. And this happens in African families. It happens in Asian families. They don't understand like what the person's like dreams are. Let's go.
For the first month's rent, pay for the security and first month rent for you to move in. They leave with a car. You leave with nothing. It's not the same. Now look,
he's about women, girls versus boys, right?
People are saying that his pops supported him, you know, that his pops supported him in his pursuit of wanting to be a streamer and pursuing his dreams. And his pops was all for it. His pops said, go for it. You know, I'll support you, pushed him forward. It was his mother that belittled him about him being a streamer. And in this video right here, this clip right here, the caption is Speed's whole face changed. His mom, who kicked him out for streaming, is now asking him for money.
Okay, do you got your mic on?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you before you go.
Before
you go.
Okay. All right.
Look at him. He doesn't even want to talk to her. He's all happy, and then his mother come, and then his whole face changed.
Okay,
Look.
You got your mic on?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you before you go.
Before
you go.
internal.
I want you to see how he looked at, like how he looked down at her. Like he gave her that look, like, yeah, what do you want?
All right, what are your thoughts on this, young Riaz? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts is, though, to be honest, though, I think it's like complicated feelings, I guess, with him. Deep down inside, he does care about his moms, but at the same time, no, it's like, he's been through a lot as well. So, like, how his mom talked to him for a long time, and, they tried to discourage him from his dreams, and now he's successful. He's like, look, like, where were you? This is what you said to me, and this is where you were, when I had zero, amount when I first started. But, now you come to me as successful, So that kind of just shows that it's like, evil eye and stuff, It's called evil eye for a reason,
I mean, do you think that these moms, do you think it's a power trip, or do you think that they just don't want their kids to be successful? Like, what would be the reason why a mother, or do you think it's a jealousy thing? Like, or or a power trip? What do you think?
I'd say it's more like jealousy, or maybe she just didn't understand his vision, because I'm mommy's boy to a degree, My mom supported me. Like, my mom doesn't mind me content creating type of thing. I just basically, both parents are cool, they supportive or whatever, but I actually, did everything on my own. But, relating to this type of thing, though, in my opinion, I feel like it's like she didn't understand, like the dynamics of it. It's not like back in her time, no, you had to do this, you had to do that. Nowadays, though, you can do this and you can become very successful and rich and stuff like that, So maybe she
she didn't understand like what he's even doing. Like, it's like,
yeah.
What are you doing? You're just playing video games all day. Like, get up out there,
Wait, but I can understand in a mother instinct, though, I can understand her as a mother would say her son, he's sitting all day playing games and this and that. But also I can understand from his perspective, yeah, I'm actually doing that, but I'm trying to create something.
But couldn't she like look on the screen and see he had 600,000 people watching him and say, "Oh, let me just chill out."
Or maybe,
That's a
yeah,
lot
I
of
kind of,
people, you know.
yeah. But also, though, she's probably stuck in her own. She's kind of being stubborn too, though. So I'd say, like, one, she didn't understand, or she's being stubborn, or she's just basically, like what. You never know what was said to her though from her perspective when she was younger. That she did this and that, and then they said, "Oh, you're doing that." So maybe she just project. I feel like it's a form of projection.
But you know what? I'm gonna show you another video where it was an Asian mom, and you should have heard how the Asian mom, the
Wow.
girl said she
Look.
made $400,000 in 2 months, some kind of crazy amount of money, and the mom was
Wow.
like, "Well,
I
so
have a
like, I
Pakistani
don't
mom,
care.
so.
I don't care about how much money you've made." And I'm like, "Bro, what?"
What? No, but look, I kind of understand from where you're coming from. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just trying to see in all aspects, though. Because look, I'm just like, you're doing this and that, and you're saying this and that, but look at him now. He made it and everything like that. Now you're coming back to him, and you're only here for the money. If you really cared about him, you would have just supported him from the beginning.
Exactly.
Look, I
But
kind
when
of
she needs
agree with what
some
you're
money,
saying. Yeah. So yeah, to me though, in my opinion though, if you ask me, I see it from where you're coming from, but I'm also just looking at all different aspects too, though. From his perspective, but also her perspective too. But in my opinion, she's just there for money because he knows that he made it, and he's very influential and everything, and like he's rich and everything and he's got everything. So now she just wants a piece of that.
which is crazy. Let's go.
Yep.
Look, I want you to take the. You know what look I'm talking about. Look.
Do you you got your mic on?
Yeah.
I need.
You see the look?
Wow. I would never want my child to look at me like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, mom. No, that would break my heart. And she's just oblivious to like. Do you see the? Are you reading the room, man?
You again? I want you to take a look at the look. Look at the look.
You can't believe it. Do you you got your mic on?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you.
That's that. You here? You still here? Look.
That is terrible.
It's like it's all business now.
Wow, that's the so man, she needs to apologize and accept accountability for the relationship being the way it is. I agree. Yeah. But so Nitro Cannon, it's the same. It's almost like a repeat of the same story. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Entire Nitro Camden situation. Quickly, for those of you that may not know, last night this live streamer Nitro Camden was live on stream to only one viewer when out of nowhere popular live streamer Stable Ronaldo decided to raid his live stream, which resulted in him jumping all the way up to 15,000 live viewers. It was a really special moment up until Nitro Camden's mom decided to ruin it all. She got mad at him for being too loud. She walked into his room and started to get physical with him. She was yelling at him and proceeded to literally kick him out of the house. Well, the update on the entire situation is Nitro Camden is now currently staying with a friend, so he did in fact get kicked out of the house, and he also revealed that his mom is now issuing a restraining order against him because of this entire situation.
At that time, you guys want to my thoughts on the Nitro Camden situation. So let's get into it. Last night, a bigger streamer named Stable Ronaldo decided to raid a smaller streamer, Nitro Camden. When he got raided with over 10,000 people, he got excited, but this upset his mom. Mom comes in on a tirade, mocking him, unplugging his things, even beating him in front of 1,000 people, really trying to kick him out the house because he was too loud before.
10,000, not 1,000. 10,000 people.
10,000. Wow.
So she actually bit him in the face, like just crazy.
11. It's on this.
That is sad, though. To be honest, I kind of agree.
This is his own mother saying that
he bad crazy, though. Literally.
She threatened to call the police on him if he didn't get out right now. If she would have called the police would have told him that, damn, you can't kick your child out. You have to evict him. What the fuck? And he was, listen, you should have seen how sweet and calm he talked to his mom, like, Mom, but he wasn't disrespectful. But then there's another son. I guess she grabbed him the wrong way and he cussed her out. that's older than him. But he was respectful and everything like that, but she wasn't having it. I don't know what's going on. And then on top of that, she took all the money out of his account.
Brings no value to this house and compares him to a 40-year-old virgin because he wants to play video games at 18. Bro, nothing she could have said could have possibly justified shaming her own child like this on live. It's so hard to watch as not only a creator, but as someone who is a black teen growing up who had dreams of wanting to be a creator as well. This was something insane to see. It's so hard.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say though, you know what? I think this is also her, you know, like doing a projection. I think it's another form of projection too, because you know she herself when she was younger, you know, whatever dreams that she had, though she was told this and that, or she wasn't able to do whatever she wanted when she was younger. Right? I'm not excusing that. I'm just basically, you know, seeing it like this, you know. And, you know, based on how this guy type thinks, so she feels, you know, to throw it back, and it's not right. I'm not justifying it. I'm just seeing it from a different perspective.
Right,
I
right. So
feel like
she was probably told, you ain't gonna be nothing, whatever. And she just repeating the same thing over and over. And
yeah, because that kind of cycle does repeat itself, to be honest, you know. Because, you know, when they were younger, they were told, oh, you ain't gonna make it, you're not gonna do this, that, because actually, you know what it is though, right? Even if a person's talented, right? Some people at home, it's like, you know, it's called evil eye for a reason, because deep down inside, they can actually see the talent in the person, but they don't want them to make it. That's why it's called evil eye.
That's what the evil eye is that you see the talent in the person, you just don't want them to make it.
Yes, it's like one form of it. Another form of evil eye is jealousy, envy.
Jealousy.
Yeah, so it's like jealousy, envy, and basically, you know, like say, like when you say to somebody, you know, like some people say to you, oh, they're happy for you, you know, that you made it, but deep down inside, they have ulterior motives and they're not happy for you.
Well, honey, I think I get that evil eye all the daggone time if that's what it means.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Honey, I'm the queen of the evil eye, if that's what that is.
Yeah, that is.
I get so much people hating on me and don't want to see me succeed, and I still keep going. I don't care if it's a few people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you though. You know, to be honest though, right, I wanted to create when I was like 13, but I was not allowed at that time. But then later though, when I became 21, then I was allowed to do it. But then, you know, both parents were just happy. You know, they were just basically, you know, they saw us doing and everything when I was kidding. They were just happy for me and they just let me do it. And I just did it on my own. Literally, my dad literally told me he wanted my sister to help. I was like, look, no, thank you. I want to do it all by myself.
Right. So you understand that whole streaming thing and how hard it is to be on Kick trying to like get some people to watch.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I don't host my own streams. I've co-hosted streams with people, but I've never actually done streaming myself. But I can also understand the grind, you know, when it comes to streaming, because I create content myself. So I actually understand what they go through.
Well, listen, let's watch the rest of this. What happened with Nitro? You said you're gonna do what? You're gonna like.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I had to go. I was on mute for a minute because I was stuck in. My mom came in the room and, you know, she was just telling me something, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Well, let's check it out. Here we go.
For me to see that the community banded together to help this man get out of this situation.
The streamer Nitro Camden, who was abused by his mother, kicked out of his house, now has over $20,000 in just Twitch subs alone, is staying with his friend, was given his very first brand deal by agent, and Cinna even sent him some money just in case he needed to get a hotel. He gave him a new phone, gave him a new life.
The mom took his phone, by the way.
His mother wanted him, who just turned 18 a couple of days ago, to be out of the house because he was being too loud because he got raided by Stable Ronaldo. He was streaming to only 2 people, and now his trajectory, it's straight up. And as a parent to other parents, streaming is a viable lifestyle.
Right now, I'll let you know if it's possible because it is last minute and we're only a couple hours away. But I'm seeing if I could sneak you in my brand deal today. It's literally we're just reacting to something for an hour. That's all we're doing.
Okay. All right, bet.
If they let us, then I'll just split that money with you. and then I could just forward that to you today, and they'll pay me whenever they get around to it. If
Thank you
not,
so much,
I have another one lined up. It makes me sad because I don't think he's the only one that goes through stuff like this. I just think he was lucky enough to film it. And I use the word lucky because I don't think anybody would have believed him if he tried to tell the story online. It would have fell on deaf ears.
That's a fact.
The drama of the situation and the vulgarity of it is kind of what made it so shareable and what made people want to support him so bad. Because it's like, what's wrong with him chasing his dream? It's like, that's what he believes in. It doesn't matter if he has a low chance of success. It genuinely doesn't fucking matter.
Think about how many
When I
people
saw
play
this-
basketball.
And
How many people are on the basketball team in high school, and then you let them play basketball, and only 1% of people that play basketball in high school actually make it to the NBA.
Right. You know,
But you'll
so
allow
just-
your child to play basketball, but then you want to say, well, all the streaming is BS, whatever, you know. But go ahead.
I was gonna say that I kind of get you on that, but you know, there's to say consistency beat talent, because there's many talented people, but consistent people are most successful. So I get you on that. Like him being consistently doing that though is the reason he succeeded. And also they'll say like it's just a music aspect here. I use music examples. So like, you know, there's these 40-year-old men that are in grime, lowest level, bottom tier of grime. You know what these guys say to the younger guys? They say, oh, you guys aren't gonna make it because, you know, you're not grime like how we did it back then. And then, you know, what they don't realize though, they're actually, the more and more they do that, the more and more they're pushing younger guys out the scene. And when they do that, you know, you're kind of basically, you know, making the genre, you're hurting it and not helping it. And also some of them 30-40-year-old guys, another reason they behave like that is because they themselves wasted their time on useless things, and they are projecting that energy back onto
They're worried
someone
about
who-
their own son wasting their time and not getting nowhere and whatever. And that's
Yeah.
probably what it was. She's thinking, "Oh, that you're just playing video games in my basement." That's what she said.
And I saw what this young brother was going through. You know, this stuff hits hard. I'm so familiar with Keisha's behavior, right? Because we've seen it all day, every day. We're so familiar with it that you would think that we're desensitized from their antics. And as time
And so, you know, and here's the thing, that leaves another thing open for these men to say, see, y'all single mothers, you know, that's why I think it's irritating, because it's like, man, here we go once again, see, y'all single mothers. But we're not gonna just leave it at that, because there's other parents that do the same thing with their kids. And I'm gonna show you guys how even Asian parents do the same exact thing with their kids. Check this out.
Wait, sorry. When you actually say Asian, which type of Asians do you mean? Do you mean
I'm
the
not
East-
sure. I'm not sure what part of Asia she's from.
Okay, so I think you mean like the East Asians though, because they're more. That's what most people think when it comes to Asian, but actually South Asians though kind of have something similar. But some of the South Asian parents, not all of them are like that. They actually support their kids. Mine does though. Actually, you know, basically, you know, this one artist guy.
Well,
Basically,
are
you know,
you Pakistani or Indian?
no, I'm Pakistani, not Indian.
Pakistan. So I think it's a different Pakistani might be a little bit different because
Yeah, because they vary. Some parents are super supportive of their kids, though, on whatever they want. Or, you know, some are actually, you know, they got, you know, that's, you know, they're stuck in their ways type thing. So Pakistanis are like, they vary.
right. So let's get into it. Let's go.
係點啊媽？會啊！我呢排生意好好啊！生意好好啊！係啊！你估下我上個月賺咗幾錢？你點知你賺幾錢？我又冇討論你嘅環境點，我又冇問你攞錢。我賺咗42,000啊媽，上個月。你應該好開心㗎媽。你唔開心咩？一個月賺42,000，你知唔知係幾多啊？我再過2個月可以賺到100,000啊！哦，咁你移民你咁又係啊，冇咯，咁我話説話去啦。咁你我都唔知啦，家無定所即係點啊？知你。
Child, she making $42,000 a month. She's asking when she gonna settle down and have some babies.
What? You know the thing is that
When you gonna settle down and have some kids? I don't care how much money you make. You only 100,000,
Who are you?
42,000.
You know, it's not. I was gonna say, you know, some Asian parents that right, when they do this, oh, you know, you're like, you know, desecrating an honor. I'm like, who are you, and what honor do you have? What have you done to make you earn that? Literally, I'm just like, literally, when I see like Asian parents say that, oh, you're doing this and that, I'm just like, look, who are you, and why should people actually respect you? You know, like respect your honor, whatever. What have you done, though?
Right. And so and it's a thing where I think it happens in African families. A lot of it's a lot like people will talk about how they became successful. I think Margaret Cho, she said it wasn't until she became a very successful comedian until her family actually understood and said, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah, you know, basically there's this like, you know, UK Pakistani rapper, right? His name's Amar, right? And he's like this videographer and rapper. You know, basically in his school days he used to be like this troublemaker thing, and then he was really talented film stuff though. You know, basically his older brother like literally told his parents like, look, you have two choices. You either let him study what he really wants, or he's gonna go out in the streets and actually commit trouble and crime and go to jail and do this and that. And they're like, look, okay. Parents are like, okay, you know what? Well, let him do what he wants. Literally, his older brother literally convinced the parents to let him do what he wants, or otherwise, though, you know, he would have done something really bad.
Right, and see, that's the thing is that in the 90s, the kids was just we didn't have the internet, and kids were just. You know, all the movies, like, you know, it would show like the kid going out selling dope or whatever, come back with some money. The mom like, I'm not gonna accept this money. You know, that was always the movie, right? But the bottom line is that we have more respect for that than we have for streaming and things like this. And so this young lady is actually telling her mom, I made $42,000 in 1 month. In 2 months, I'm gonna have $100,000. Her mom is like, girl, I don't care about how much money you got. I didn't ask you for your money. When you gonna start having grandkids and start settling down? What? You're up here traveling around like a vagrant. That's what.
You know, when actually tell me about that, though, in a way, I'm just like, look, that's her decision, though.
Oh, you talking for the video?
Yep. I was just gonna also say though, like, okay, and I was just like, you know, to the mom, that's her decision, to be honest though. Like whether she wants to or not. And even if she did, she doesn't have to do it according to what you want though, you know. I know though, basically for me, I'm like old school type thing, but that's different though for me. But I'm not everyone's like me, so I have to see it from their perspective type thing, you know. And I'm also very fortunate though, both parents support me regardless type thing, you know, when it comes to this creating thing. You know, so in that aspect though, I kind of agree with you on that, like this aspect though, you know.
Right, let's go.
What
else did she say?
Like, why does it matter to me? Yeah, I don't want your money. What are you gonna do with your life? You're single, you don't have a house, you're just like, you're online. What do you want to do with your life? That was it. It's so sad because nothing I will ever do will be enough until I find a boyfriend, I get married, I get a shitty house, and I live in a shitty country and have children. That is what is considered as success in her eyes.
But she's doing what?
There are 3 levels of content. Level 1, top of funnel content. Content for
doing like a social media strategist or whatever.
Right. So she's been able to leverage her social media to the point where she's able to make $42,000 to $100,000 every 2 months, and her mom is more worried about her bringing home grandkids. And she could probably marry the most dirt bucket dude, and her mom would be happy with that. Because according to that culture, that's what's up. You know.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? And so that's where we get into this whole Nitro Camden situation is that, you know, the mom is just looking at the son like he is just worthless. And he's just sitting in the basement doing nothing, to the point where in her mind, she thinks she's doing the right thing.
Here, take a look at this.
Move. Go get your stuff. You gotta go. Go. Go get your stuff. Go get your clothes and stuff. Go. Go. Can you go? have to call the police on you. Go ahead and go. You're done. I'm not playing this game. It's almost midnight. Go. Oh. Out of my room, my house, everything. This is all mine. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Wait, but look, I gotta go now, though, to be honest, though. I gotta go.
You're not welcome anymore. Get out.
All right, peace. Thank you
Now,
for
I
your
wanna know
time.
what
Thank
y'all
you.
think. This 18-year-old streamer had just been raided by a larger creator, bringing approximately 15,000 people into his live stream. He got excited, started celebrating loudly, and his mother came into his room. Now, was he being too loud? Absolutely. My daughter is also 18. She games, and I've had to tell her plenty of times, you are doing too much. You do not live by yourself. Bring it down. But my question is, did his mother's response match what he actually did? Does being loud justify putting your hands on your child, humiliating him in front of thousands of people, throwing him out, and threatening to call the police on your black son? Because turning 18 does not suddenly give a child all the knowledge they need to navigate adulthood. I once heard someone say that 18-year-olds are the toddlers of adulthood, and I agree. They still need boundaries, but they also need guidance. This could have been handled with a conversation. She could have told him to lower his voice, disconnected the internet, or waited until the live stream ended. There were so many options before violence, humiliation, eviction, and the police. So I want y'all to answer this honestly. Was this simply a mother disciplining an adult child inside her home, or did she completely overreact and potentially damage their relationship? And how much responsibility do parents still have to guide their children after they turn 18? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Be sure to like, share, and follow for more.
Damn, so you start Monday?
Bro. Yeah, bro. But I mean, I think she unenrolled me though.
Wait, your
so
mom unenrolled you?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Did I tell you that she like
Yeah, so they told me she was like a teacher.
She works there?
But so she
Yeah,
works at
she
your
works there.
school?
Yeah, bro.
So what's
I'm so
gonna
dead
so
ass.
what happens now then? I'm assuming
I have no clue at all. I don't know. I really don't.
because I don't think there's a world, unless I'm crazy, where you go to school and there's a person there who beat you, who's working.
I don't
right?
know.
Like I have so the first day of
I mean,
school.
online though. Maybe.
Nah, there's no way. There's
No way?
I don't think so. Homeschool.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, bro. I mean,
Stuff when you were doing silks. But yeah, so she not only did she do that, but then she unenrolled him from school. And then check this out what she did.
It's a win-win. The child support don't matter.
Tell him.
I might as well move the screen share too.
Wolf Omega with the sub. P Dirty with the sub. Sharp with the sub. Cheese with the sub.
See, so he's even trying to protect her by like turning the volume down so nobody can hear how insane she sounds. She's saying that he ruined her life and this, that, the other. But man, you ruined your own life.
Tripping on him? Huh? Oh yeah. You saw that? Nitro Camden. Bro, you know how much that kind of hit me a little bit, bro. Turn that down a little bit, bro. Cause I have such a good relationship with my mom. So like it kind of made me tweak out to be like, see that, especially like a mom and son relationship, and he not doing anything like destructive or like on no bullshit. Granted, we don't know the story or no backstory, but you could just tell. You could just tell that's some bullshit.
Yeah, bro, it's insane.
And her hate and like attitude is what's gonna propel him forward to be who he need to be. If people support shit like that.
Alright.
You know this was your last time now. Now you have these people coming to my house to do a welfare check as if you're in some type of danger.
See,
came with a charger too. Yeah, I needed this.
They really
I
hooked you up.
got a text Santa and tell her thank you, and everybody else that gifted and stuff.
I appreciate y'all so much, bro. Check Kick email. Oh, Kick did send me email. They partnered.
They said they gonna get you. They won't.
Oh my God, they did. Kick partner program. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Man, it's watch this.
She stole his money. $14,000. He doesn't owe you that. That's not your money. You didn't work for that. Empty 1 year of accounts. He emptied his bank account, threatened to do restraining orders, but couldn't block his blessings though.
I can do what I can to try to send him some money so he can get a hotel
Oh,
and get out of there. You know what I mean?
Sinnex glitched him up. 15 bands, nigga. W. Like, bro, you just treating them like any type of way, bro. Bro, on God, bro, if I was you, Cam, drop out of school. That high school diploma, you was only trying to get it for your parents anyway, bro. Don't finish school. Get your own. You're 18 now. Go to the bank, open your own bank account, get an ID, identification. You can do all these things on your own, bro. I paid for my own driving lessons when I was 16. I moved out my dad's house when I was 16, and I was staying with a friend just like you. Then I started getting Airbnb. Oh, yeah, you could get Airbnbs, bro. If you're 18 and got an ID, you could get Airbnbs. So, hey, gang, you could do it. I moved out my hometown with $300. You good.
You know, that's sad that people are saying don't even go to school anymore. This is the type of advice that's going on, man. That's crazy. Don't even get your high school diploma no more. Man, I don't even know what to think about that. I hope that, he does continue to go to school and gets at least graduates. You know, that would be a proud day. I'm sure his mom's going to want to be there, But hopefully, by then he is, he's bred it up, you know what I'm saying? Because he has been streaming. I think now he's at almost like 100,000 subs. I wish him the best. Shout out to Nitro Camden, and I hope that your mom one day sees the light. Otherwise, she's gonna be sitting up here like this.
Just